again.
You again?
I live here. I'm just noticing Harry Henning with the 2 H's, as he would say. You are wearing a ridiculous sweater.
I know, I wonder whose weird sweater this could be.
I don't know. But the guitars look pretty, as they say in Finland. Ask Vlad, he would know about that. So we have another Beetronics pedal. We in the Overhive, see I did that right, video, we talked about how amazing the pedals from Beetronics are with the build quality and the little switchies, and they are super pedal porn.
Yeah.
Made by people that are super passionate about pedals, and it shows on all the details. They could get away charging the same amount of money, not doing all that little, I almost want to say, steampunky kind of stuff.
Yeah.
In a way. But they don't. They put it on there because they just love pedals. And there's something to be said for having something that's just cool. Now this one, the Whoctahell, I think that's how you have to say that. Whoctahell. They sent to us pretty beat up, which I don't know what I'm supposed to think about that. Show it, Liz. Look at that crap. The scratches here, and there's a dent here and there, and what the... Show it from the side, Leslie, because you can see that the sides are all scratched up, and I mean, obviously they sent this to me, and they're paying me to make this video, so I didn't pay for the pedal. But if I had paid for the pedal, I'd be like, what the fuck? No? I mean, what the? Okay, well, obviously every pedal apparently is hand aged, and all the little dents and all that stuff is unique to the pedal. Now, what I love are, for example, these metal things. A nut would have been enough. No, they just go out of the way to do these huge brassy kind of things. This little plaque is like a very 3-dimensional etched, I'm gonna call it brass thing. I love that this is a chicken head, and that's a huge knobby thing. It's just, all the details are amazing. Now, that said, details like this beautiful 2-color Fender type LED. It's like an amp light, huge. It's cool. Volume knob here, main volume, is cool. However, it means this pedal takes up a lot of space on your pedal board. Because to the left and right, you're gonna need another 3 centimeters, 2 to 3 centimeters, to accommodate this pedal, which is already very big and also very high, which means don't put that on the upper row on your pedal board because your case might not close anymore. Just saying. So, this is master volume. This is the volume of the fuzz part. You can't say how much fuzz there is. It's just volume of the fuzz. I like to say fuzz. This is the volume of the lower octave. You can turn the lower octave on and off here. So when it's red, it's not octavized. When it's blue, it's octamanized. This is general on-off. Or Admiral on off. Get that, Harry?
No.
It's the General on off. It's the Admiral. No, okay. And this switch does -1 octave, -2 octaves, and that's all there is. The sentence sounded like I'm going to say something else, but I didn't. So, an analog lower octave doohickey pedal will track like crap when played low. Let's do this. We're going to start with showing what the pedal does not do. How about that? Yep. So I'm going to turn that on blue, which means octave. I have pretty much only the octave now. And I'm going into, I mean, with these sounds, who gives a shit? But I'm going into the Revv Dynamis. I mean, it's not like, oh, listen to how great the amp sounds. The Revv Dynamis, and you're hearing it through the speaker of the Sky King, which is the green thing on the right, mic'd with an MTP 440, and also through the aux with a 412. So both of them are mixed together. That's what you're hearing. And you're hearing it about now. well, that might be a sound you want. That might be cool for something, but it's obviously not a dependent, I will always get the same result kind of a sound. So for the tracking to be more dependent, you have to go up the neck. And we suggest actually to be above the 12th fret.
Yeah.
Probably more on the higher strings, which also makes sense because you're playing low notes.
Yeah.
So... Don't play two notes. It is a monophonic kind of an effect. You can only do one note at a time. Now, if you do the same thing on the bridge pickup, you'll find out that you don't want to do it on the bridge pickup. I'm going to venture a guess. I'm going to say the closer to a sine wave you feed it, the more precisely it can do the effect. Now, when you're on the bridge pickup, there's more harmonics.
Yeah.
It is more harmonically rich, which means it's more difficult to do the effect, which also means single coils, probably similar, but we might counteract that by rolling back the tone. I'm thinking we haven't tried that.
No.
Let's try that. So the cleaner and more neutral, round, I'm looking for a word, not clean, pure. The purer your tone is, closer to a sine wave, the easier it will track. So, we'll do this and maybe roll this back a little bit. I'm wondering what happens if we pump that into the Marshall just like that.
Let's do it.
It's cranking a little bit already, so let's do that. Marshall JCM 800, here we go. Sending that into the Achilles Argos, which is a basement type amp, which is probably already with a normal guitar signal past its headroom, it's gonna probably explode the amp. It's this thing. Let's see what happens. We're getting much better sounds than when we played around with it before, because now we're getting it. Now we're getting it! Okay, so back to the Dynamis, and 2 octaves lower now. Okay, oh, that's a sound. If I turn the octave off, I have a fuzz with a volume knob. So at the end there, I switched to the Marshall, which was already cranked. So of course, if you have an amp that's at the edge of breakup, you love to push it with the Le Fuzz. Why do I do that? Why? Now we want to hear it. Do we want to hear it combined with the octave, or are we scared?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So turn it on, push that thing, have the fuzz, 1 octave lower, and dial in the octave. Go, 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 go.
Sounds okay.
2 octaves. I mean, realistically, that's the video. Because what else do you want to hear? Yeah, we're done. I mean, that's what it does.
Right.
And it's red and it's pretty. Now, on to what we think. What do we think?
It's good but it'd be nice if it tracked a tiny bit better.
Well, physics. It's an analog pedal. With digital octave-y things, we talked about this when we did the track. If you have something like an Eventide H9 or H9, as you would say, or maybe what's
Pog.
A Pog or a TC sub and up,
Yeah.
stuff like this, which are doing this digitally, and actually probably can do it polyphonically as well.
Yeah.
Meaning not just one note, several notes, chords, which again for this type of thing you don't need that. It would probably be a more stable tracking and also more stable tracking in the lower range. Not glitchy, not fuck-uppy. And you can send that into any kind of fuzz. However, I don't think you get those sounds.
No.
You'll get different sounds. You'll get more controlled sounds. You get sounds that are an octave low with a fuzz. This is crazy shit. I think some of that I'm messing up. That has some magic to it, doesn't it?
It's unique for sure.
That's the way it used to be done. That's the way Da Vinci, the old crap, sounded.
Octaves.
Yeah. And I think that holds some kind of magic. And by that, I mean, because you're not fully in control, crazy shit can happen. Of course, if you then maybe send that into delay and whatever, and flanger, phaser, bubbly, blah, blah, crazy shit happens and then multiplies itself because it's delayed. Several applications. In the studio, you're playing. If it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing while you're tracking, roll back, track again. Track again till the magic happens that you need to happen. Live can be a gamble because you're not fully in control with your playing. You can be in control with the tone knob, you can be in control with where you're playing, but still sometimes it glitches a bit and the fuzz comes through more.
Yeah.
Little things happen that you are not in charge of, which could be amazing, but could also have that one guitar player in the audience go like, what? No one else is going to notice. So if you don't want to be slave to the control, but you want some, not human, but pedal element, some element that's uncontrollable, that's what this thing will do. If you want perfect tracking, you have to go with a digital solution. Could you say that, please?
Digital solution.
Thank you. But don't you think that the
Digital solution
is going to take some of the rock and rolliness away?
Yeah, it's a completely different application, isn't it?
this thing's fun. Now, would I put that on my board and carry it around? Depends on what I play.
Yeah.
If I'm into like 70s classic rocky or crazy psychedelic-y stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Would I want that in my pedal collection to have as an optional sound?
I would.
How much would you use it?
Probably not that often, but it would be cool to
have
there.
Yes. If you have it in some guitar players coming in the studio and like, well, I'm looking for the, but well, let's try this.
Yeah.
Like we use it in the track as like a bass line, a synthy bass line. It doesn't sound like a synthy bass line. It sounds like something that you play with the Whoctahell. So, Whoctahell by there's no H in Beetronics. I was gonna do that. No. Leslie, just block him again with the pedal while we say goodbye. There we go. It's beautifully done. It's most certainly prettier than Harry is. Look at it. What?
Hey.
Come on.
Don't be so nasty, Henning.
Would you rather look at that or yourself?
That.
Well,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying, okay? Sorry. Hey, Leslie, take the stick, put it on my face, have Harry say bye.
Oh, that's much better. We should have done that the whole demo. Why didn't we? Okay. Well, that was fun. See you later.
It's not how we end these videos.
Oh, I'm so
how do
sorry.
we end these videos?
Animals at the end. Goodbye.
Life was always there. With that I can't agree. This had to start somewhere. That much is clear to me. All this complexity traced back to one event. I sing a moment of naked coincidence, origins and miracles in the